Welcome back to another edition of Heated Conversation, guys. I told you I had a very special guest with me here today. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, a man who has done it all, everywhere. And he's been champ now everywhere he's gone. Give it up to my man, AJ. What's going on, man?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, another day in paradise, man. You living large now.
I'm trying to.
I
feel like I'm living large.
You always been
I don't
living
know how
large,
I look.
but now you just living a little bit larger. You finally made your way over the pond, all the way to the WWE. And you're in a situation kind of like I was once upon a time in WCW. I always thought that I was going to retire in WCW. Those guys was paying me a whole lot of money. I said, I ain't never leaving this. This is good. You know what I mean? But when finally the company was bought out by the WWE, I had no choice. And I remember Linda McMahon said, we finally got you. And it felt good. It felt good, actually, to be wanted. You yourself in that same position now, finally coming to the WWE and find yourself now the champion. But it wasn't given to you. You earned it. How do you feel about being here?
Well, the fact that you said I earned it means a lot. I don't want anything given to me. I want to earn everything I got. That way nobody can say I haven't worked for it. And being here has certainly been a blessing. All the stories we've heard in the past, well, either they weren't true or this place has changed because every expectation I had, it's gone above and beyond by this company. It's an amazing place to work.
Yeah, it can scare you. All the rumors, you hear before you get here. You say, people it's always those stories, those horror stories. I have a wrestling school, and I don't have any old wrestlers because I don't want them coming in and corrupting my young guys with those stories because they got fired. They felt like the company belonged to them. First and foremost, it's a job, and like you say, you earned it. Like yourself, when I came over, I had to leave everything behind in WCW, all the titles, all the accolades. People thinking I was this. I had to come over and say, man, I got to prove I'm able to walk in that locker room. I got to prove I'm able to perform with the best guys in the business. And I got to say, AJ, you have definitely stepped up. And I wouldn't even say stepped up. You definitely have come in here and showed these guys you belong in the WWE.
Well, the talent here, makes it a little easier to belong. They're very accepting when I got here, so they made the transition easy. I know that sounds crazy, to come to such a worldwide company like the WWE, but this is an amazing roster.
Yeah. That's the thing that for me, when I came over, the Chris Jericho's, the Triple H's, the Shawn Michaels, and all of those guys were over here, and I was like, man, I can't wait to get a chance. I used to actually be on, Monday Night Nitro, with a television watching Monday Night Raw, and those guys were over there. I was like, man, I wish I was a part of that. I remember the Brawl for All, and I was like, man, I would knock all these guys out. Please, let me get in this thing, I want to even be in that, But definitely coming over to WWE, you've proved to the world now being the champion. What is it like being the champion here in WWE? And I tell people all the time, being champion, I think it's the hardest thing one could ever dream, ever imagine, ever want to happen to them. It's a monster. You got to be there, Jenny, on the spot. You got to be doing the interviews. You got to do the PR work. You know what I mean? You got to, be up doing, own sales and whatnot. You know what I mean? As well as you got to show up and be ready to perform each and every night. So how has been champion for you, as well as how have it changed your life?
Well, it's like you said, I've been champion everywhere, but it's not even close to being the WWE champion because it's so worldwide that everybody knows exactly who WWE is. So many times I've had a belt or a championship in other companies, and people go, if I was going through immigration, they'd say, what do you do? What'd you do over there? And I'm like, well, I wrestled. Oh, you mean like the WWE? every time. So now I'm like, no, I'm with WWE. I work for the, that's huge, man. And the one thing that you're talking about, being the WWE champ, the one thing that you got to do day in and day out is deliver.
Yeah.
And that's it's pressure, to be able to do that. But I enjoy that kind of pressure. It keeps me active, keeps me ready. That's a good thing. Keeps me young, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, I tell you right now, you're in a prime spot. We're getting close to that date, WrestleMania. Man, that's the biggest, spotlight you're ever going to be under. For myself, I got a chance to, represent the main event spot with Triple H back in the day, and it was an awesome, awesome night. It's one of those nights you go, wow, you just never want to forget it. You always want it to happen for you again. Now, you're getting ready to do it all over again. Your first one had to be huge.
Oh, man.
And now getting ready to go into it from a totally different perspective. What's the popularity of AJ Styles now compared to a couple of years ago?
Well,
as far as when you walk on the street.
Yeah, listen, my wife knows better to invite me to go to anything where there's a bunch of kids around because you'll get swamped. Yeah. I went to my son's parade in our little Gainesville city, and I got swamped. So it's totally different than anything I've ever been a part of. But it's unlike anything else I've ever been a part of. I mean, this is the WWE, and you don't realize how big it is until you get here.
Yeah. Well, you seem like you been prepared for it more than anything. I say preparation is the only luck any man is ever going to have. And I think you being able to have had that worldwide experience, seeing exactly what it's like on the other side as well, now getting here to the WWE. I mean, I've been here now off and on, other than that 2 years I spent with you teaching you.
Hey, there's a little bit of truth in that. I will admit it. I did learn some things from Booker T.
Yeah, definitely. But I've been here now for 16 years, and it's been an awesome, awesome run for me. And I'm going to be here now for a couple more years. So definitely, I just want to, you got any questions?
Yeah,
I know you got one.
We know, Book, you always said that when you came to WWE, the litmus test for you was getting into the ring with Shawn Michaels. And that's kind of been the match that everyone's been talking about for a long time. AJ, you tweeted out kind of a teaser that what if this would happen. Is that your dream match? Would you love to get in the ring with Shawn Michaels, the guy who's known as kind of the in-ring GOAT?
It's not up to me to have dream matches. It's up to the WWE Universe to have those dream matches. And whatever they want, I want to deliver. Yeah. And whether or not Shawn wants to do something like that, that's totally up to him. I totally respect who he is and what he's done for this business. And so that is totally in his court.
Yeah, that was the fish that got away from me. Yeah. But it's going to happen when, one way or the other, somewhere. You know what I mean? It might be in another life. You know what I mean? But it's going to happen, me and Shawn Michaels, one of these days. Hey, I want to thank you, AJ, for spending some time with me. Heated Conversation, Sports Radio 610. Keep doing your thing, bro. Keep doing your thing.
I'm going to do my best. That's all I can do.
Hey, guys, stick with me. I'll be back in a momento. Ole! Hey, what's up? This Booker T, WWE Hall of Famer, representing Title Match Wrestling. Hey, you know the deal. Click on it. Make sure you subscribe. Check out all the latest videos from Reality of Wrestling and there beyond. Now, can't you dig that, sucker?